All right, Tori.
Yeah.
Tori, you're from Chicago, right?
I was born there.
Yeah. Let's just recap your story. I did an interview with you probably a year and a half ago, but let's just kind of do a quick recap. Your childhood, describe your childhood for me.
My mother was a drug addict. My father left when I was 6. It was just me and my sister. My mom then got married 5 more times. By the time I was, I would say 12.
So 6 marriages.
Yes.
Wow.
I was molested by my stepbrother. He used to beat me up all the time. And my mom and my stepfather was drunk so much and high on pills all the time that they were oblivious to what was going on around them.
How old were you?
I was 11. And he was a senior in high school.
That's horrible. I'm sorry.
And I was pregnant at 16. And the guy that I was dating was 25. So I was told I had to get married. I kind of wish my mom would have told me to get an abortion, because maybe then I would have become something else other than a drug addict. I turned into a heroin addict just like my mother. I was a stripper to support my kids. So after I lost that baby, I got pregnant again and I had a little girl. And I gave her up for adoption when she was 2 because he was abusive and he made me, I went out to Arkansas. He swore that he had a job. And when I moved out there, he had no job, and it was snowing, and I had a new baby. And he would make me sleep with people so we would have a place to stay. So I gave up my little girl because I was so afraid that he was gonna hurt her that I would rather give her up than have her go through the abuse that I went through. At that time, I was probably 17. After I gave her up, I got pregnant again, and I had a little boy. He was born August the 14th, and he died November the 9th of crib death. And that is when my addiction took. I went into this, I want to die, and I tried so hard to kill myself, and it just wouldn't work. And then I got married again to another asshole who cheated on me with girls that were 14 and 13, and he would, the reason why I had so many kids is because he was raping me. If I didn't give it to him, he was gonna take it. So I kept getting pregnant. I tried so hard to stop him from touching me, but he wouldn't leave me alone. And nobody believed me. Everybody thought I was lying. Now here I am. I lost my kids, and I have nothing. Nothing to show for it except for I'm a drug addict and I'm a prostitute.
Is this your lowest point right now?
Huh?
Is this your lowest point right now?
He's my lowest point.
Yeah. Do you ever talk to your kids?
No, they don't want to talk to me. They hate me. They're embarrassed. I don't blame them. I wish I could change everything.
What would you have changed about your life if you? I mean, you were molested at a young age. I mean, that wasn't your control. That was out of your.
I would change getting pregnant so young. I would change my father. I don't know. I would want him to be in my life. I don't know why they divorced. I was really young. I don't even really remember much of him. I don't remember really what he looks like, other than just pictures of him. I don't remember nothing about him, nothing about my family. I had no contact with my grandparents, which would be his mother and father. I have no grandparents. I have no aunts or uncles. I had no childhood. I had to grow up really fast. So I would change going back to school and becoming somebody. I wish I could do it. I wish I could go back and start over. Now I just want to die. I think about suicide all the time. I think about how everybody would be better off if I was gone. And I tried to commit suicide a couple of times because I get so depressed. I get so messed up because I'm just so fucked up.
What is your drug today?
I'm a heroin addict, and I use fentanyl. I used to smoke crack, and I used to do methamphetamine, but I quit using methamphetamine and crack, and now I just use heroin and fentanyl.
Where do you stay now?
I don't have a place to stay. I'm sleeping in a tent.
You're just on the streets?
Yeah. And I'm scared. And I'm by myself. I worry about getting raped or killed all the time being down here. It's dangerous. Los Angeles is very dangerous.
Skid Row for sure is.
Huh?
Skid Row for sure is.
Skid Row, yeah, definitely, for sure.
I don't know if this is Los Angeles. I mean, yes, technically we're in Los Angeles, but this is another world here.
Yeah, it's a much different place than anywhere else. Skid Row is horrible.
For women especially.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of murders and a lot of people killed.
Yeah, just the way women are treated is.
Oh yeah, we're treated like shit here. All of us are considered hoes, or even if you weren't a hoe, they would call you a hoe. And being white and being down here is just as much dangerous for being a woman than anything.
It's a horrible existence for any human.
It is. It is. I don't like being down here. I wish I could go somewhere else.
Do you think you're even capable of accepting something better? Like if somebody was to sweep you off your feet and give you a home and all that, your addiction kind of would keep you in this environment?
I don't think so. I don't believe that. I don't believe in fairy tale love. I don't believe someone would want me ever. So I don't think I would be able to really accept it we think that what's in it for them, you know, like they're just doing it because they want something.
Yeah, your ability to trust someone is it's gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. Once you've been in this kind of lifestyle for long enough, you just start to believe that no one's
It's hard because
gonna do it.
when you prostitute, you know, you might get somebody that really, really likes you and wants to take care of you. You can't make a housewife out of a hooker. You just can't. It doesn't work that way.
Just too much damage has been done. Too much psychological damage has been done.
Yeah, a lot of damage has been done. There's just too much damage. I'm too broken to be fixed, I think, and I don't think I can be fixed. I don't think nobody would want me. What do they want me for?
No, I've even tried, just as some
Why try?
some experiments I've tried to give somebody like you everything they need, and they can't accept it.
I think it's like you can't. It's not that they can't accept it. They're afraid to accept it because once they accept it, they're gonna wait for that other shoe to drop. You know, it's just too good to be true. That whole "it's too good to be true." Why does he like me so much? And then they wait for the other shoe to drop, or we sabotage.
Yeah, sabotage.
We like to sabotage things.
Sabotage is what I've seen.
Yeah.
They can't believe that this is for real.
Too good,
so they
right.
create
A problem.
they
Sabotage.
create the rejection.
Yeah.
They do something that just forces
Yeah.
it to all fall apart.
Yes, they do. We do. I do.
Do you think you'll be down here the rest of your life? Or
I hope not, but probably. I don't know. I've tried to apply for housing, and it's just too much crap. It's just too much bullshit to go through. They want too much from you. They want me to go through counseling and therapy and stuff. And at first I was doing it, but they couldn't keep one therapist long enough. I have trust issues, and I have a problem with opening up to people, and so they got this therapist, and she only lasted 6 months. And after she left, there was another therapist, and so now I have to start all over again. And it got to the point where I didn't want to keep going through that, having to redo everything and to trust somebody again, because I have really big trust issues, especially with women. I have huge trust issues. So
why women more than men? I would think after what you've been through here on the street, men would be.
I know, and I think it's because my friends end up trying to, or has slept with my husband, so that's why I have trust issues. It's, oh yeah, I'm your friend, while they're screwing your old man behind your back thing. That's why I have trust issues. Yeah. I think that's why it is. And I do have trust issues for men too.
Sure, of course you do.
It's a lot more to men because they seem to like.
That's to be expected.
You know, I love you while they're doing this and this and this. You know, so yeah, I have trust issues, and I don't think I could ever trust a man. I don't think I can. I think even if he was doing good, even if he was saying he loved me, I would sabotage it because it's too good to be true. My mother and I, we don't get along. She's still alive. My real father, I was told, passed away from cancer. My mother, or she's not even my mother, the person that gave birth to me, whatever, told me not to call her anymore, that I'm dead to her. And I guess for a long time, I would call her, and even in my addiction, I would call her and tell her, Mom, I'm doing really good. I want to go to school, and I want to I want to become a vet technician. And my mom would find something to knock it down, always. And I think the reason why I kept trying to call her was I was looking for that atta girl, and it was never there. I was never really close, I guess, with my mom. A lot of my addiction I started using when I was really young. I was an alcoholic by 7. I was drinking vodka and orange juice and beer and brandy and whatever I could drink. My mom would have cocktail parties, and we would go and empty the glasses. We would sneak out there, and we would empty the glasses. We would drink them until we were so wasted. And I smoked marijuana. I started smoking marijuana. I was babysitting, and when I started babysitting at 9, the kid that I was babysitting for, their father was molesting me. I went home and told my mother, and my mother said that it was my fault. If I wasn't dressing like I was dressing, then he wouldn't have done what he was doing. So I would run away a lot. My mom was very abusive, and she used to slap me around a lot, and she dragged me up a flight of stairs by my hair, and she tried to turn me over her knee to spank me at 11, and I punched her. And she took me to juvenile hall and put me in juvenile hall for hitting her. And I told her that it would be better staying here in juvenile hall than to be with her, because I called her a bitch. I cut up my mom's furniture in her house. I took a butcher knife to my mom's furniture, and I cut up all her couch, her pillows, the cushions on her couch. I destroyed all her dishes. I stabbed knife marks in the door of her bedroom. I cut up her bed, her pillows, and her sheets, and all her clothes. And I guess I was just acting out because she was an alcoholic, and she would drink so much that she does not remember things. We'd ask if we can go somewhere, and she would say yes, and then we'd come home and we'd get our ass beat with anything that she could grab, whether it be a cutting board, a wooden spoon, a metal spatula, whatever she could throw at us, she would throw at us. And so, I guess that was my way of acting out, was to cut up her stuff.
You were angry at her behavior.
Bad behavior. I was something.
But you were angry.
Yeah, I was angry, and there was no way of talking to her. I couldn't find a way to talk to her. because she was so drunk all the time. You know, she was never sober.
Do you feel like where you're at, your behavior today is kind of some result of that from behavior in your mom when you were a kid?
I think it has a lot to do with my mom. I am my mom's daughter. She danced when I was really little. I have one memory of me and my sister were sleeping in the car, and I had woke up, and my little sister then, she was 2 years younger than me, so I was probably 5 or 6, and I went into the bar, and my mom was on stage nude, and I grew up to be the same thing. I was a stripper just like her. I was an alcoholic and an addict just like her. So I am my mother's daughter. My behavior is just like hers.
Tori, thank you so much for coming in and talking with me again.
Welcome.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, darling.
It's never gonna change.